Schneider, his ice time was a little lower last night, but it felt like he was playing pretty well. With the kind of changed D pairs, has it maybe been harder to get him on the ice quite as much as he was maybe at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, a little bit. But that being said, they're probably warranting more minutes. They're playing pretty well right now. I thought Jones was good again last night. Schneider was good. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I would agree with that. It was down. It could be up a little bit.
We've seen on the same token, the Heedle line you spoke well of last
Yeah.
night. Some of these younger guys that seem to be playing well, while maybe some other lines, some other pairs are struggling a bit more. Are you looking at it more now, where maybe if traditionally guys play a certain role based on merit, you might need to change that a little bit?
Yeah, same answer. I think that they played really well last night. They played a real simple game, that line. They got it out, they got it through the neutral zone, they put it in, they went pucks at the net, people at the net, and chipped in a couple goals. They're playing pretty well defensively also. So yeah, I mean, that's probably the same answer. Probably warrants more time, more minutes.
What are you noticing about just Zach Jones and Braden Schneider and kind of how they're complementing each other so well and how that dynamic is working? What is it about each of them that allows them to complement each other?
I'm not sure. I mean, they got some time last year together as well. There's a little bit of chemistry there. I think they're a little bit different. I think one's a bigger, stronger, more physical type player. Jones, you see the puck on his stick a little bit more, making more plays. I think they're both good skaters. They can both add to the rush, but they play pretty well together.
Mika talked at length about how he needs to remain positive and keep out the negativity that could overwhelm him. Have you talked to him much about this stretch he's going through? Does that reflect the way he speaks to you also?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we've talked. I think all players can go through it at times, and you look at the game last night. There was enough things that we did to win the game, and then we hurt ourselves by doing enough things that didn't allow us to win the game, and that's what we continue to try and quiet down a little bit. And there was times where I thought that he was going well, and offensively he was on the attack, and like everybody else, we made a mistake or two at the wrong time, and it cost us. But I do believe that through time, I believe that we're better than what we played last night. I believe that I still believe we can clean up the things that seem to plague us a little bit in winning a game last night. They're obviously a good team. They're playing well. They have a lot of confidence right now. But like I said, we were there. I thought we did more than enough good things to win, and so we just got to quiet it down a little bit on the other side of it. And that's what we notice, I think, sometimes. As a player or whoever it might be, a team is making a mistake at the wrong time. And I do think trying to show, teach, correct, stay positive, that can definitely be advantageous to a player or a team. I thought practice was good. It was fast out there. Guys were competing, and they seemed to be enjoying it. And I think that's important as well. We need to get better, but I also think that you got to come to the rink and love what you do. And so I thought today was good for that. Take it into tomorrow. We got to win a hockey game before we go on the road, and Mika's part of that, and we're all part of that. And so I do think that staying positive at times can be the way to go. We're still looking at things. We still show things and teach things, but in the same sense, there was good things that we did as well.
Sam Carrick seems to be playing a really hard-nosed, gritty kind of game. Is that something you've noticed about him?
Yeah, I mean, that's his MO, I think, based on the way he's played his life, his career, his NHL time. Certainly the time he's been here, he's a north-south player. He's not afraid to go to the hard places and compete. Again, that line I thought did some good things. They have been doing some good things. They've been putting it to the right areas and getting to the net and and looking to generate. So, yeah, I mean, I noticed that about him, but that doesn't surprise me. That was part of the reason why we got him.
You kind of know when you score the first goal, but is there anything to that, or I mean, are you playing differently? Or just
I thought we could have scored 2 goals in the first shift. You know, so I don't think it was we weren't ready to start. We made a mistake. It ended up in the back of the net, and you know, from there we're down 1-0 and we're chasing. I thought, you know, the push offensively was there. We did some things that take away from, they lessen our chances of being successful. And so, I mean, I'd like to score the first goal. I don't think it's imperative, but I'd like to. But I don't think it was an off start last night. I feel like we made a mistake and it went in the net.
Just going back to positivity vibes, Brady was talking about how Zach's positivity on the ice, off the ice, just how he is as a person really helps him and helps him on the ice when he feels like maybe things aren't going his way. I'm just curious what you think of his mindset and how he approaches these games and coming to the rink every day, and if that's something that you notice players do feed off of.
It'd probably be a better question for him on how he's actually feeling and what his mindset is. I can tell you that, you know, he last year probably didn't get as many games as he would have liked. And the games that he did get, he played really well. And you talk about that positive attitude. If you're playing really well and then you don't get in all the games that you want to get into, there's certainly a different road and a different avenue that you can take and you can choose on how you want to come to the rink and how you want to live your life, and he never did. He is a positive person. He works hard every day. He brings that. I see him bring that to the rink and bring it to the ice, so it'd be easy. In my opinion, watching it, it'd be easy for him to see how that could be shared with a partner as well.
with the way Zach is playing and locking down the spot, I mean, with Mancini now, it's been a number of games that he hasn't played. Is there at some point you're getting to the point where decision has to be made to move him down to get some ice time somewhere?
Yeah, I mean, Drew and I talk on a daily basis. We evaluate everything, and certainly development is a big part of players. And so those are conversations that we have, not just with him, but just in general about, you know, a lot of the young players that we've had here to start the season.
You had this stretch where you tried some different things today at practice. Looked a lot more like what we saw in the beginning of the season. Are you leaning back in that direction now, it looks like?
That's the way we came in today, yeah. I mean, it's the way we were playing to start the season, you know, it kind of got derailed by a game or two, and so we made a change, and we wanted to give that a little bit of time to see how it looked. And I think just leaving the game last night, you know, we made a decision to maybe come back and look at it this way today.